There was a question today about how do you send multiple parts to the same or to be 3D printed instead of having to pick each one of the parts in an object one at a time in Fusion. And, I have a pretty complicated part that I've made here. This is a die filing machine that's designed to be 3D printed. And to reproduce the problem that the chap has, if I come up here and I hit make and I pick the worktop and OK, for me, this is going to load into PrusaSlicer, and it is only going to bring in this specific part that I picked. That's the worktop part there. And so I think that part or that the die filer's got something like 30 parts in it, counting screws and all that. So that's not the way we want to do this. So the next thing you might try is come in here and hit the 3D print button. And instead of picking this object, you might come up here and pick at the top of the list and hit OK. And let's see how that loads in. Okay. And now it's got all of those parts loaded in, but this is one solid object. It's a single STL file. It's not a bunch of separate bodies that I can print. So we're really close to what we want to do here. Let's try one more time. Discard that. And this time I'm going to hit the make button, and I'm going to change this from STL format to 3MF format. And then for the object, I'm going to click all the way here at the top of the browser tree. OK. We'll wait for that to load in PrusaSlicer. And it asks here, the file contains several objects positioned at multiple heights. Instead of considering them multiple objects, should we load them into a single object with multiple parts? You get different behaviors on what you pick, yes or no here. I'm going to click no. And now I've got each one of these as a separate part that I can drag around. And rearrange for printing. So, if I hit yes there, the behavior is a little different. Let's go through and do that one. Our friends that do multicolor printing, or if you're trying to print a multicolor print in a single color, then this is relevant for you. Let's click up here, make sure it's set to 3MF. Okay. Wait for PrusaSlicer to load. And this time I'm going to hit yes. And so now it's brought all of these in, and instead of splattering them all onto the print bed as separate objects, it has them all in their same orientations as they were in the print. For this part, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But if you're printing a multicolor model and you need, like this part right here, the Fletcher, I want this to be a different color, then that's how I would do this. So when that multi-part object box comes up, yes if you wanted to keep the position of the objects, no if you want them to splatter all onto the print bed. Hope that helps.